Hello everyone, I'm Deb Courtney and welcome today. I'm so glad you're here today. This is the second video that I want to share with you the motivation and inspiration that I have learned and gleaned from over the years from questions and topics that people have contacted me in regards to sharing with them, because I have been in business all my life for myself and having lived a little bit of life. I have picked up a few of these inspiration and encouragement, and I wanted to share them with you simply because people feel kind of hopeless now. They need some hope in the world. They're just not where they want to be, and they would like some encouragement. So that's the reason for this video. It's a number 2 video. So let's begin. Discontentment brings change. I learned this because I got so discontented about so many things in my life. I really did. And a lot of it had to do, basically, when I was in my teenage years and 20s, growing up, the environment wasn't conducive to what I had wished it was. And so I was very discontented in that. And so I've got down here, I wrote down here, and I wrote these down so I wouldn't forget them, because I wanted to not forget them. When you are not where you want to be, you'll find a way to change it. I did that. I did that more than I can count, because I like to explore. I like adventure. I like to try things. And I'm sure there's a lot of you that like to do that also. But sometimes there may be a personal cost to that, not just to yourself, but for other people involved in your sphere of influence. And so you have to make sure that you're okay doing whatever change you're getting ready to do, because it could affect someone else. 9 times out of 10, it generally does. And so you have to be willing to make that leap and probably just let the cards fall where they may, and it just is what it is. But discontentment, when you're discontented with your life, you will make a change. It brings change. And I always found that true to be with myself. But I wanted to make, of course, good changes. Nobody wants bad changes. And so once you've done your due diligence and thinking it through, and each piece of the puzzle, then absolutely the change came, and I lived a much, much better life. The next one is: a seed of nothing schedules a season of nothing. It's kind of like, this is very simple. We go to school when we're young, elementary, middle school, high school, college. We've planted seeds of our time and effort and learning in our brain and our whole environment. We've planted that seed into education so that when we get, some of us never get through with education. I've never gotten through with education. I'm always learning. But when you get to a certain point to where you do get out into the world and you begin to make your living, then you have planted the seeds to whatever field you want to go involved in, say the medical field, and you have went to medical school and you've done those things. And so you planted those seeds to where you can go forward and help people in the medical field. So educational investments is one of the biggest and best things that I would encourage anybody, I don't care what age you are, to continue planting those seeds in yourself in educational investments. Also planting seeds in other people, helping them grow. Being a parent, you are planting seeds into your children. And so that's very, very, absolutely one of the first things that we have is our parents to help us and train us. And so, yes, so when you have planting a seed of nothing, if you don't do anything, if you don't invest in yourself or invest in a company or invest in someone, then there's nothing there to glean from or gain from them. So I have used this over and over again because I have invested in people that have worked in mine and my husband's business and offering them, of course, great salaries, a great work environment, and great equipment to work with. And so my husband and I, we wanted to plant those seeds into them and let them know that we cared about them, we were for them, and we wanted to see them do good and have good. And in return, they planted the seed also in the company, and we all reaped. And it was a win-win situation. I'm all for a win-win situation. If it's not a win-win situation, I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in a win-lose situation in anything. This is another one that really helped me through life. Is failure is not an event, but an opinion. And it may be a fact. It's a fact. Failure is a fact. But you know what? It's not the truth. Now, a lot of people say, Deborah, I don't understand that. Well, failure happens. It may not happen to everybody, but it does. A failure in business, bankruptcy, a failure, maybe a split up of a marriage. There's all kinds of failures going on all over the world, you name it. But just because it was a failure doesn't mean that you didn't learn from it. I've had some failures. I think we've all have had some failures in our lifetime if we've lived on this planet long enough. But like I said, it's an event. It's not. It's not It's not anything that you really want to just say, oh, well, I'm a failure. I failed. Nothing's going to work for me. Woe is me. Poor, pitiful me. No. Get back up and get going again. And that's the way I've always lived my life. And it's worked for me. And so I wanted to share that also with you and let you know that it's okay. It's a fact, but it's not the truth. The truth is you're still living, you're still breathing, you're still walking. Go out and try again. And no matter how many times you fail, just keep getting back up and go out and try again. Eventually, you won't fail anymore. So, just want to give you that word of encouragement. Here's one that I use for myself a lot. I never discuss my problems with someone not able to solve it. I have the mindset that whatever problem that I have or have had in the past at any given time, why would I want to go to an individual that could not help me with that? An example. You got a tooth issue, where do you go to? The dentist. You don't go to your next door neighbor. You've got a legal problem, where do you go? You go to a lawyer. You don't go to the guy down the street that works on lawnmowers or works for a corporation. And that's my mindset. When I had a problem, I went and found out and searched out the individual that could help me with that problem. Banking issues, investment issues, you go to those people. I don't go to a lawyer telling him about my tooth issue and he say, well, Deborah, you need to go talk to a dentist. You know what I'm saying? So don't discuss your problems with someone that's not able to solve it for you. Go to the source of where you need to go to that will help you with your problem. And of course, that will save you some time and money also. That really helped me. Because sometimes, we sit around, and there's nothing wrong. There is a saying that goes, there is wisdom in the counsel of many. And I've used that so many times, and that's what I do. You can go to someone like a next door neighbor or friend or someone, a relative, and say, "Do you know of anyone? With this, I would like to discuss with this issue that I would like to have, learn something about." There's nothing wrong with that, but I'm just saying, don't go to if you got a tooth issue, you won't want to go to a lawyer and say, "Hey, will you mind looking at my mouth?" He'll look at you like you're crazy and say, "No, man, I'm here for legal advice. You need a dentist." So that's all I'm trying to say. So that's it. I'm going to finish this video up right here, right now, on a good note. I'm so glad I found you, and I'm so glad you found me. Take time out to make a comment and also leave me things that you've learned and gleaned from in your life that would bring hope and healing to this world, and that you have used in your past that would you think you want to share, but somebody could probably get some knowledge out of. Subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up. Thank you for all your support. I appreciate it so very much. Hope you go out and have a great week. Until next time, do that. Take care.